right, you are hearing a little bit of Road America noise in the background. The race season over there and the club cars are still continuing. It is late here in the season, and you're looking at the BMW R1250 RT. And just finished a nice ride, and we are ready for our end of season oil change. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the driver's seat and get at the little tool to take off the oil fill cap. So the tools required for the oil change on the BMW are fairly straightforward. So for the oil drain plug, we've got a 10 millimeter hex, and we'll be using a breaker bar to get that oil plug off. Ahead of that, we do want to remove one of the side panels so we can get easy access to where the oil filter is, and for that a T25 Torx is what we'll be using there. And then when we drain the oil, then put the new crush washer on the drain plug, we'll be using a torque wrench to do that. And of course, oil filter, we're going to need an oil filter wrench. And really that's it for the oil change. For tools, on the left side of the motorcycle, there is a left engine spoiler. It's basically a molded piece of plastic that conforms around the engine head, and then it covers up the oil filter down there right behind that screw. And so you want to remove that, and I'm just showing you here. There's the 3 screws, the one top right, then the one near the cylinder head after this one. That's the second one, and then the third screw is down kind of at the far bottom left. You're going to see it there near the exhaust pipe, and that's the last one that we take out, and then you're all set and gives you great access to the oil filter. Here we are using that tool that we took from under the seat. It's got a special kind of a triangular shape to loosen up the oil filler cap, and works out real well for that. We're getting a good shot here now of underneath the motorcycle and where the oil drain plug is located, and it's got really easy access. 10 millimeter hex. And we've got now the drain plug loosened, and what I'm doing is just spinning this out. I double check to make sure, is the washer coming with it or is it stuck up there, and in this case the washer's coming with the drain plug. And it's a good idea to let this run probably in the range of about 10 minutes or so, and it certainly helps when the engine is warmed up and the oil is warm. So and we're going to remove the oil filter now with the oil filter wrench, and what I like to do is just get it loose, and then after about a turn or so, then I can usually grab it with my hand and spin it off, and usually about a turn and a half the oil will start draining out of the filter area, and then letting some of that drain well before you take it all the way off just makes for a much cleaner approach to taking off that oil filter. Okay, we are getting to the point of getting the new crush washer on, so we remove the old one, get rid of that so we don't mix it up with anything. And we've got our new crush washer. You always want to make sure if there's a flat side to a crush washer that goes against the engine case. So that's on. And then the other thing regarding the filter that you all know, but it's an important aspect of putting the filter on, and that's the rubber gasket, is that you want to lubricate that properly. It just takes a little finger's worth that you can go around there, and that ensures that you're not wrecking that seal when you tighten up the filter onto its housing area. We are now putting the proper torque to the oil filter. I have my small wrench. This is an 11 Newton meter tightening. I'll let you listen here to it. All right, it's time to tighten the drain bolt, and we're going to do this to 42 Newton meters. It is time to start filling the crankcase with some oil, and the total capacity of oil that we're going to re-put into the bike is 4 liters. And what I like to do is put about 3.5 liters in first, then start the bike, and then add that last half a liter, and then certainly check it at the oil sight glass. So we're gonna get 3.5 liters in. Now it's time to start this and let it run for just a second. All right, so there you have it, a complete oil change on the 2020 BMW R1250 RT. It's fairly straightforward, fairly simple. Hope you enjoyed that. If you like this kind of content, please give this a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. And as always, until next time, take care.